Okay, now it says that connected. Why did the chat thing not do anything? Alright, well, I guess this works as long as we have sound.
Yes,
Alright, let's smush it. Hey, the bot made it. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are back with this relatively large project that I'm working on. Had a lot of fun this week, and let's get that out of the way there. Okay, so I had a lot of fun this week. Managed to do a whole row, well, almost a whole row in a day, because somebody was nice and they hung out with me over on Discord, and just talking and hanging out and stuff turns out that it helps me to be super productive. But in the same time, I managed to get a really big blister right here, which was like, that was totally not fun. Hey, Phil made it. Nope, the bot seems to be here and working. So hey, before we go into this any further, let me remind everybody we still have the secret word game, where all you have to do is you just chat, just talk in the chat, and if you happen to hit that secret word, you end up winning these two bracelets, one from me and one from Minute Craft. So that's what we have the game. We got Mandy over here. She's working on some stuff for me in the background. We're trying to fix an email account that I had, because now that we have Discord, we don't need a business account or whatever it was with the Google. So yeah, she's doing some tech work for me. Thank goodness, because that whole thing was making me insane. What else? Hey, we have Rainbow, and Mandy is obviously here. So cool. So anyways, like I was saying, the Discord, right? So during the week, what I've been doing is typically I do a lot of my nodding from about 2 p.m. onwards. So I've been joining up with the Discord, and then hey, there's Phil. He's live. I've been joining up with the Discord and having it where everybody can. Whoa, echo effect. Phil, you gotta mute one of them. Maybe I need to mute something. How do I? Jeez, that freaked me out. That was really weird. Okay, somebody else say something. And then nobody said anything. I end up, Phil, rejoin it up, because I need to test it. Anyways, I have the insiders and I have the hangout. Now hangout is for anybody during the weekdays, so that's what I've been doing, and it's been pretty cool. Like I was gonna say, it's been like 2 in the afternoon until about 9 at night. So if you guys are free during my night times, you can join it. How did you get your voice in there if you're not on the Discord? Phil's hacking the system here. Anyways, but yeah, that when there's people watching over me and stuff, it seriously motivates me and got me so much more done. And yeah, I'm totally learning all about it and starting to set up some new things, including I got a space for people that can share any tattoos they have, because I've got a number these days, and I thought it'd be fun that we could, share images of what we have. So yeah. I added that in there. What else did I add? Oh, anything that you guys are making knots and stuff. So, yeah. Phil is just minding his business. That's rich. Anywho, no, I need to figure out if I have the settings weird because it shouldn't. I shouldn't be monitoring the sound that's coming from wherever that was coming from. That's what's wrong. I think I figured it out. Oh wait, if I turn that all the way down, then I don't hear it. I don't know. I'm suddenly becoming very confused. It seemed to work out fine last time, and suddenly now my brain can't comprehend inputs and outputs. So anyway, lots of progress on this thing. Been really excited about it because I am ever getting closer to where I start to swap out strings, which means there's been an incredible amount of progress and a chance for me to show off how that works again. Got some people over on Reddit kind of excited about seeing the progress as well, which is kind of fun. Like, I'm kind of known on Instagram, but I'm not quite as known over there on Reddit, so having fun with those shocked people who are like, wow, 288 strings, that must be a record. And it's like, oh, clearly you have not seen the big project. Kind of fun. Yeah. So what else? Oh. So yeah, as I was saying, now we have the Discord, right? We can actually do our Hangouts via Discord. So if you're a Patreon member, you can come and hang out with us. The next Hangout is the 5th of February. We typically do it at the first Sunday of the month. But now that I have the whole Discord thing and I can just kind of join in whenever, this could be like any given Sunday sort of scenario that you guys are free. Yes, I did mute myself on Discord. Oh. If I unmute it, will it make me echo? I always thought that's where I was getting the echo effect from. Oh, so okay, Mandy was the reason we got the weird echo effect. Alright, now I got the Discord thing going again. So Phil, join the Discord and say hi and stuff. Just to try this out. I'm curious if I botch the whole thing when I try to turn the speakers down. Actually, I'm going to turn that back up. So I was saying, I'm kind of all about the whole Hangout things. I'm doing them kind of a bit more regularly during the week. Mind you, I know that our time zones make it kind of awkward for most people. So if you're an American and you're having insomnia issues, there's a good chance you can probably catch up with me. I can't say that I'll be here like every single day, and I haven't figured out how to put up a be right back display just yet. So sometimes if you come in and it's silent, it might mean that I've just gotten up to go get a drink or use the toilet or whatever, but I tend to come back and check it out to see if anybody's there. Yeah, I thought I made really good progress this week as well. But I did have to, like, so I was saying, I did almost a whole row in a day and then pretty much just took the whole next day off and just decided I was going to go walking, and I got in about 15,000 steps. Mostly because I was just like, my finger was so sore. So I did something different. Kind of thinking that I'm going to probably try to do a day each week where I just go out and find somebody somewhere to just go for a walk. Kind of like these really big malls, because then I can stay indoors and not too hot and meander around or whatever. But I don't know. You know, might try to change up some of the sceneries and stuff. But at least one day a week to just get out of the house, and I'm not necessarily looking at 15,000 steps each time I do it. Okay, so it looks like Phil joined, but I can't hear him. Yeah, still can't hear him. Hang on. Now say something, Phil. Yeah. Either my volume's a problem. Well, no, even my audio capture thing isn't registering it. That's so weird. Yeah, it was. Something that makes noise, so I can test for my speakers are doing. Yeah. I know. Unmute for a second and just say something. Oh, your microphone's vibrating or something. Okay, so I do have volume. But Phil is like, Phil, you're hitting it like the minus 43 decibels on the audio capture, whereas the comparison to mine is like 10, minus 10, which I have no idea what that technically means other than yours is way quiet.
I'll say, well, turn me up, son.
Oh. It is really weird that that's not working.
Well, no. Adjust it in your audio mixer.
Yeah. Hang on. See if there's your volume's 100%. Either your proximity to the microphone is bad, or there's something you found. You sound worse than if you were trying to use a tin can and some string. So anybody else who's watching this person that we're trying to get into the conversation is Phil, who happens to be a guy I used to work with back in the day. We worked at a tech support call center. So, you know, all the jokes about, you know, have you turned it off and turned it back on? Yeah, we were those guys. And yes, we oftentimes had to tell the person to turn it off and turn it back on. So yeah, it was it was a work. It was a job. Me and Phil used to have a bit of a competition to see who could answer the most calls.
Let me try this one. I said, are you able to hear me better now?
Yeah. There is some strange, odd reason the sound is still not coming through. Let's see if I can. What else could it be? So, what you guys can't see is that he keeps bouncing sort of in and out while trying things, apparently. Perhaps he's gone to reboot his computer. Anyway. Well, if you rebooted, that was fast.
No, you still able to
Yeah. Let's see if
I'll take that
up to there. Now say something.
Say, can you hear me better now?
No. Still pushing minus 40.
Shoot, turn my volume up.
I've got the computer side of my side jacked up to 100%. I've turned the speakers down, but my internal whatever is 100%.
Wonder if you check Discord settings. Voice and audio.
So I'm kind of amazed at like how quickly this pattern kind of moves along in general. It's not exactly simple, but it's really darn repetitive, and it's something I'm really familiar with, so that kind of helps. Hey, it's Sherry. Hello. Nice to see you come back again. I haven't seen you in a really long time.
Alright, I just checked my audio and I am loud.
No, Phil, you're still just a skosh above muted. It's like the faintest of whatever. I can see the green box around when you're talking, but then nah.
Is my Steam open? It is. Fuck me.
Right. Mandy's asking Phil, did you use last week a mobile device as opposed to the computer? And is that why it was maybe a better sound quality? I know, right? I hear you, man. I am completely confused as to how this is not working. You're the tech geek. I thought you'd had this figured out. Charity, we missed you as well. Well, actually, we were talking about you kind of a while back because Mandy's father is currently in the Philippines. And apparently he's having a great time, and kind of, I get the impression he almost doesn't want to come home. He still has to. He's got doctor's appointments and that kind of stuff, but yeah.
Yo, AWOL, are you able to hear me? The hell is going on? Why am I able to hear him? Why is my keyboard mouse not working? This is the weirdest.
No, still hitting around the minus 45 mark.
There we go. What in the sand hill is going on?
This is going to be good practice for Phil. If he ever wants to take over the world with his evil schemes, he's going to need to be heard. So he's learning a valuable lesson here tonight.
I need to properly shut down.
Yeah, Charity, really, really. Mhm. So now I kind of want Irina to join the chat, just for even a moment, just see if the sound works on yours, because now it's been accused that my system's the fault, and I don't think so. I mean, we heard when Mandy joined in, it was loud and echoey and crazy. So yeah. And it's like Phil's this little tiny voice. I can only imagine he's just swearing up a storm and we can't hear anything that he says. She says it's nice there. Yeah, we've gotten a few photos of Dad over in the Philippines, and yes, it does look like it's very nice there. We even saw him riding one of those little like roller coaster type things.
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you. Wait, say, oh yeah, you're minus 30 decibel. But that's still,
Who, me?
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. So you're louder than Phil by at least 10.
right. Sorry, my stream is a little bit behind because my internet's a bit trash today. So,
Yep, no, but your sound quality is perfect. So, yep, it's not my janky system, Phil. We win. Or I win. Okay, well, thank you. I hope you feel better, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that rough. I just didn't really want to stay and speak for a long time because it's feeling a bit rough in the morning when I woke up. So,
No, that's cool. That's fine.
I'm alright. Hopefully tomorrow, if I finish up a bit earlier with my chores, I can join you guys. Maybe we can hang out.
That'd be fun. Oh, by the way, Gongxi Fa Chai, which is the Chinese New Year's greeting. As of midnight, we will be in the Chinese New Year. Today is the New Year's Eve, where families get together and do stuff. And I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be than with this family of the people who come and hang out with me on these live streams. So thank you guys for that. It's kind of neat. But yeah, it is the Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit. I don't know if that means anything to anybody else, but it's not mine.
Not
So
really.
yeah, kind of a neat thing though. Yeah, so tomorrow is a public holiday as well as Monday is a public holiday as well. Oh, and Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Oh, and my
Phil,
watch.
Go back to bed.
My watch just said I just hit my weekly goal for fitness because it somehow thinks that making bracelets is exercise. I don't complain, but it's just weird. Like push-ups. Yes, finger exercises. But yeah, if you get to hang out tomorrow, that'll be fun. I've been,
Cool.
like I said, I've been kind of enjoying this whole Discord thing. Hmm? Yeah, Phil ran away after not being able to speak, apparently. I'm wondering, because he said his GUI messed up. I wonder if that was phone or computer. If he's off doing something to fix that. Actually,
Yeah, probably is because he's completely offline now.
Right. Yeah, I think he's disconnected completely because right now YouTube says there's only 3 people joined.
Right. He might have just gone back to bed, to be honest, because it's really like it's the middle of the night where he is.
Yeah, it's really early morning for him. Yeah,
Maybe
that was
bring him.
that was what I was realizing when I was like opening up the Discord is that like the majority of anybody that I know is probably sleeping during the hours I actually have the computer connected, which is sort of weird. But What can I do?
Oh, it's gonna be an hour later in a couple of months, so you know,
That's true.
looks strange. Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna mute myself again, and I'll just try and keep up with the stream. Hopefully,
Okay.
my internet's really bad. I don't know what's happening with Saturdays, but
Okay.
all right, guys,
Thank you.
no worries.
So I don't know if you noticed this as I'm making these. Um, I'm basically following the same exact steps each time, and it's just a matter of saving myself a little bit of time as I go through. Like as I bring up this red, it was that row. Now this row is a longer one. It starts way back here. It's just little things each time that I do to try to just save myself time overall, just make the whole thing go a little bit faster. So in case you're curious on trying to do these things for yourself, you might take notes as to kind of how I go moving through each one of the knots. Essentially, in order to finish this one, I needed to do just that much over here to be able to get this diamond to be able to finish off this over here. Now once this is all done, I can take all these strings and set them off to the side because I won't be using them until I'm coming back the other direction. So all of this, keep them nice and neat. We don't want our strings in a bunch later. And set those to the side. Now this here is, I'm essentially going to leave this off with as far as I can go without having any of this, right? Because I need the diamond over on this part in order to complete this. So I bring that purple to the end, bring this blue out to the end, and then it's just a couple more knots of this purple right here. And essentially, I can't finish this segment until I get the red diamond that comes over into the side over here. So I can set all these strings off to the side a bit while I get this part started. Oh man, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Ugh, I hate that. Alright, so now this red will go all the way past the middle point and up into this little diamond area. Is this one? This one. There it is. Trying to find where the zoom is. So no, that red has come all the way up in there, but I still can't make the diamond, so that means I can't do this yet until I can get this red here done. In order to do that, I kind of need a lot more of this completed. See if I can slide this down just a little bit. Oh, you never plugged in the light. Mm. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that Phil didn't get to hang out a little bit longer. But like Rainbow said, it was a ridiculous hour of the morning, so I kind of don't blame him. I would have a hard time getting up early too. So you see I can kind of went back and forth, kind of sticking to my directions as I build up this diamond over on this side. When I go to the left, I do 2 rows to the left and 2 rows to the right until I get down to the center like this. And you can see down to the little diamond. And if where I left that blue looks familiar, over there on the left side of it is because that was the spot we had when I had brought it up over here. See how that is? Now finally this purple can come over and I can finish out the little red diamond. Yeah, it is kind of quiet around here today. Not sure what's going on. I've tried to incentivize the chat as good as I can. So next week we will be gone. So there won't be a live stream next Saturday because Mandy and I will be celebrating our 11th wedding anniversary and my birthday. In case you guys didn't know, I married my wife on my birthday. So I stopped celebrating birthdays and now I just celebrate anniversaries. So basically, I'm not getting any older. I think that's how it works. I don't feel any older. Well, some mornings I guess I do. A little bit. Yeah. I seem a lot younger than Andy Murray. Let's just yeah. And that is reference to a game that he was playing earlier today where he just looked like he was just absolutely beaten up and left on the side of the road. And there we go. So in the time that I was telling you how to do up the whole diamondy thing, I've accomplished a whole nother one. There's weird sounds coming from the parking lot. Yeah, it looked like you were really, really close. I don't know how many colors you'd have left to do with the stitches and stuff, but it looked like you were really close to being finished on your project. Oh, and you should post a picture of that over on the Discord under the works in progress. Share it so that way people who are watching this have a place to go and they can see what we're talking about. And for the people listening, Rainbow Haze was a amazing bracelet maker, now turned cross stitch maker, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, doing some pretty amazing stuff over there, and yeah, I mean, still the same string, right? So the knots, you can only do so much with it. There's only so many patterns, only so many rights and lefts combinations that you can do. With cross stitch, you can pretty much make everything. Wow. I have no means for gauging how long it takes to do 1800 stitches, but that seems like an awful lot. Mind you, I have no concept of how many knots I do, so, you know. For some reason, I just avoid numbers. Yeah, I think the big reason I don't try to do numbers as much is I have this weird thing in my head. Like, if I have a really, really good day and I'm able to, for whatever reason, knuckle down and get a lot accomplished, I then use that as a gauge the next day. You know, can I do as much? And when I can't, for whatever the reason, you know, whether it's the muscles are fatigued or my brain just won't latch onto it the same way or whatever it is, I tend to get kind of really down on myself. And it's kind of a problem that I've known for a while. And it's only been in the last month or two, I guess, that I'm learning to kind of calm down and don't gauge myself the same way I you know, because that kind of pressure, it only works against me. It doesn't help me to motivate to go faster. It doesn't help me to accomplish anything. It's just a different way of berating myself, which just isn't healthy. So I'm kind of trying to take it all in stride, have good days, have less good days, and that's it. So if there's 24,000 stitches and you're doing 500 in a day, that should be somewhere right around 100 days, right? So like, yeah, makes sense. No? Did I do the math wrong? I was at, Mandy's telling me I'm way off in math again. See, I shouldn't do numbers. 480 days? That's what. All right. Okay. She says it should be 48 days. Right. Right. And then there's the days where it's 500 stitches backwards. Right. I shouldn't mention that. I'm sure that's still too soon. For our people listening to this in the future, that was a frogging reference. Speaking of frogging, my Google Home display, which is next to me, I just figured out there's a setting in there where you can have periodically your weather shows up instead of just the regular display, and it shows up in the form of a frog doing various things. Earlier today, it looked like he was hanging out at the campsite on a partially cloudy sort of day, and that was supposed to be representative of the weather forecast apparently. So yeah, it's darn cute, I'll give it that. It doesn't pop green when I speak? Oh, wait. Are you listening to me via the YouTube? Because if you're watching me via the YouTube, then I spoke and then I'm quiet by the time you actually hear it on the YouTubes. Otherwise, if you're listening from the Discord, I totally turn green. That's really weird. I'd have no idea what could possibly cause that. Thought I'd try something. So apparently I can sort of stream. Yeah. The only problem with that is potentially it would, if all of the people whatever watch the Discord instead, I would have less view time hours on YouTube. But now, if you look at Discord, my mouth and my sound should actually match up. And it should be almost 30 seconds or more ahead of the YouTube's. Ooh, I want to play this. Oh, tomorrow we totally have to get together and hang out. Apparently, over on Discord, there is a new temporary game called Know What I Meme, which is challenge your friends to a game of gifs and laughs. It's a limited time in voice channels. That sounds awesome. I have no idea what the rules are, but memes and friends, that sounds like a good time. Honey, you have to spell out internet better than that because she's British. Well, at least living in Britain. That just looks like, isn't it? No, I'm just saying, isn't it? That's just British talk for, isn't it? Isn't it? So a common question I keep getting over on Reddit is the what am I making? And apparently the whole making a pillow or whatever is still very new to some of that community, despite my having posted the previous ones, which is kind of neat. It's my. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't slide the board over. I think it's. I know that drives me insane. Whenever we do the Hangouts, the screen of what I see is reversed. However, it turns out that everybody ever sees everything that's down here in the correct direction. So whether you're in Discord or YouTube, everything reads right. Yeah. Like the day where I was playing and had somebody watching me for the better part of the day, I had her see whether or not she could read the Pepsi can. So yeah. And for me, for some reason, it's the opposite. Having people watching me while I work helps me to keep my nose to the grindstone. I have no idea why. I don't. When I'm by myself, I look for shortcuts to the dopamine. Do a little scrolling through the social medias and that reminds me, I need to make a TikTok. I haven't done that in a while. In fact, I haven't done it for any of this project yet. It's really weird that Discord would be breaking up for you. I'm really new to the whole Discord thing, so I really have no idea like what might be at fault. Oh, I have one idea. Hang on. No, it's the right microphone. Yeah, I have no idea why. It's Britain, so basically their internet connection is just a step above dial-up. Yeah, we have ridiculous speeds over here. Like Mandy was asking earlier, like, you know, there's something breaking up with what her watching the tennis game, so she did a speed test, and she's like, "Is this normal?" I'm like, for the very elitists, yeah, that's basically normal, but for the average Joe, these are exceptional speeds she's pulling down. It was something like 100 plus 100 plus gigs a second or something. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Yeah. Well, I'm sure if Caesar had dial up, someone would have had taken a stab at it. One, two, three, four, five, six. So basically, I have 6 more of these diamonds left to finish this row. They go to Prism. Oh, but it's a light sentence. Nice. A Proton checked into a hotel, and the maitre d' asked if he had any luggage. He said, "No, I'm traveling light." I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take that. You heard a dad joke and your thought was us? I'm not sure. I want to think that's a compliment, I think. Maybe? Could be. So if you're watching this on the computer, you can probably see at this point here, I need to bring these two blues down, right? What I always do though, and this is part of that whole time saving thing, is I bring this one down first. And this is so silly, and I know that, but it's so silly because next I'll bring in this one, and then while I'm on this side, I get to bring in the purple behind it. Notice I wouldn't be able to bring down the red as well because that's further up here, and I need the other purple from this side but 4, so you'll see. I kind of, after this purple is done, I have to go to the other purple. And I bring this all the way in. And then while I'm over on this side, I bring in the red. And it's just something I do each time, and it's not completely necessary, it just kind of works out nice. And now that this red's done, I can bring the red from over here. Okay, will you take care of Bella? And there we have another diamond done. Not bad. I suppose you bring a couple of those little peanut butter treats in here. I got really confused for a moment. So, Chinese New Year's means Chinese New Year's treats. Of course, they're chock full of calories. Everybody complains about gaining weight for Chinese New Year's, but it's, the season. It's like Christmas, only later on. And Chinese. So that one tastes like a peanut butter cookie, but it's really dry. Well, goof night to you too. So for the people who are watching this in the future, just a reminder, we do have a secret word game that sort of makes it kind of worthwhile to hang out with us, because you get a chance to actually win these 2 bracelets this time around. Who knows, maybe future one of these games or whatever, there might be even bigger, badder stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But right now, get to win 2 bracelets just for chatting, just for saying the magic word. So typically, the live streams are Saturday night at 10 p.m. Singapore time, and they last anywhere from hour to 3 hours, I guess, is the longest we've done so far. Kind of depends on the day, depends on how things are going. So it's kind of funny, my wife is telling me to watch the calorie count here, and it just reminded me that, did you see the video of the 2 very, very large, like 500-pound ladies? 2 of them were sitting there, and the lady was questioning them, says, so do you drink, what do you, how many do you drink soda, I guess was the question. And like, yeah, we have about something like 8 or 10 a day. And the lady's like, regular? Like, no, diet. Because her mother told them that if they drank diet soda, it would counteract the sugars from whatever else that they were eating. And somehow they got that big without figuring out that it wasn't working. Could only be America, really. So we've been going here for about an hour and a half. It's really quiet around here. It's Chinese New Year's. We're going to have lots of visitors and guests and stuff to potentially deal with here tomorrow. So I'm going to thank my Patreon supporters before we go, because without them all this stuff wouldn't have been possible. So I really do appreciate everything you guys have done for me. You guys are absolutely the best. I want to remind everybody that we will not be here next week. We will be back on February the 4th. And yeah, I have no idea if we'll be working on this project or something else. We'll have to see. I'll tell you all about what kind of shenanigans we got up to for my birthday. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you're a Patreon subscriber, remember to join the Discord so you can do the hangout with us. All right, and I look forward to seeing you guys all next time around. So until then, don't get your strings in a bunch.